Learn how to grow. Agriculture is the science, industry, and art of producing crops that are beneficial to humans, whether they are animal or vegetable, and the definition of agriculture is considered a modern definition, given that it is an independent science. Where agriculture was seen in the past as the process of sowing seeds inside the soil only, then leaving them until the time to harvest them under natural conditions, and global agriculture is classified into three main sections, which are: advanced agriculture. In this type of agriculture, new and modern methods of production are used. This helps in satisfying the residents' desires. Traditional farming. As in this type of agriculture, old and underdeveloped production methods are used. In order to produce traditional crops that barely satisfy the desire of the inhabitants. Developing agriculture. This type of agriculture falls between traditional and advanced agriculture. It balances the traditional desires of the inhabitants, and the use of modern methods of crop production. The concept of geographical agriculture includes a group of things that must be available, the most important of which are: the necessity for the person to settle in a fixed place, field organization and preparation for crop production, and animal husbandry. Interest in crops and animal husbandry. Attention to increasing production and improving its quality. Learn to farm. Before starting to learn agriculture, there must be a set of things, the most important of which is good soil, whether in a pot or in a garden, in addition to the availability of tree seedlings, and equipment for planting, as well as organic fertilizer, and after all these things are available, we can start learning cultivation through the following steps. First, cleaning the soil from harmful weeds, adding compost to it, and mixing it with soil. Plowing dirt, especially if the soil is tough, and it has not been cultivated for years. Second, to give a suitable period for the soil, in order for the fertilizer to dissolve in it, then search for the type of crop suitable for the soil, and for the area to be cultivated in. Third, preparing the seedlings and seeds to be planted, and knowing the number of seedlings needed by the area to be planted, by calculating the distances well between seedlings, provided that the distance between each seedling or tree is approximately 5 meters. This is so that there is no crowding out of the trees when they grow in the future. Fourth, sowing seeds carefully, by leaving a distance of 1 meter from the trunks of seedlings. This is so that the roots of the seedlings are not damaged during the plowing process. Fifth, knowing the sources of water that will be used in the irrigation process. Sixth, cultivation of seeds in more than one way, according to their season and type. As for trees, the method of their cultivation is the same. Seventh, paying attention to the timing of watering seedlings and trees, in addition to paying attention to protecting crops from agricultural pests. Where it is protected by the following steps: removing weeds from stems of seedlings and germinated seeds, getting rid of plants affected by agricultural pests, and keeping them away from other plants. Remove dry twigs, so that it does not become a good place for agricultural pests to grow. Spraying plants with organic pesticides after inspecting them, and making sure that they are infected with harmful insects. Eighth, maintain effective communication with everything new in the world of modern agriculture, with the aim of benefiting, caring for, and cultivating plants. Planting trees. Most of the trees, as well as citrus fruits, are planted in the winter, at a time when the land becomes semi-arid, and trees are planted by the following steps. First, dig a hole 1/2 meter deep in the dirt, put fertilizer in it, and irrigate it well. It is possible to put clay soil mixed with compost if the soil is sandy. Second, place the seedling in the soil, and cover it with soil, while being careful to compact it well. Third, fixing the seedling through a stalk, or a pillar that is placed before placing soil, and is attached to the stem. Fourth, irrigation the seedlings well with water. Planting seeds. When growing plants from seeds, we must secure special containers for their cultivation, then put them in a warm place that reaches the sun, and to learn the appropriate method for planting seeds. We must follow the following steps. First, we put the field soil, or the prepared soil in a clean container, and add a little organic fertilizer to the soil, and flatten the dirt on the corners of the bowl well. Second, put a little dirt on top of the compost that was added to the soil in the previous step, and flatten it again, taking care to compact it a little. Third, we place the seeds on a folded white paper, and hit the bottom with the finger, so that the seeds fall evenly on the soil, and that they move away from the end of the bowl. Fourth, we cover the seeds with a thin layer of soil, so that you grow better. Fifth, we place a piece of cloth after planting the seeds directly over the container, provided that it does not touch the soil, and remove it as soon as the seedlings emerge. Sixth, we cover the container with glass greenhouse after the seedlings begin to leave the soil. Seventh, we transfer the seedlings, after they become semi-solid roots, to a new container, to distribute them, and to give them an opportunity to grow without congestion, and we must pay attention to the way they are carried during transport. These young seedlings are carried through their leaves. Tree care. There is a set of general advice that must be observed, in order to care for trees, which are as follows. First, choosing healthy seedlings that are free from diseases and pests. Second, choosing a suitable and good place for cultivation. Third, trimming the branches, in order to prepare them for proper growth. Fourth, getting rid of parts affected by pests or diseases from trees. Fifthly, paying attention to soil in the winter season, by removing the soil cover. Sixth, using the kelp solution for fertilization. Seventh, the use of net tents, to protect trees from birds. Eighth, cultivation of flowers and beneficial herbs near trees. This is to attract beneficial insects, such as the larvae of the soaring fly and ladybird. If you like video, give it like and share with your friends. For more tips and tricks, subscribe the channel.